Oh god. That was the perfect thing to open chat with, definitely. Good morning. I have woken from my nap like not even 10 minutes ago. And as people can see from the title of the stream, we're going to be playing Monster Prom 4 MonsterCon, which I'm gonna just really quickly before I forget, put this here in my Steam library because I like to organize things. And I'm not gonna talk about the new redeems, but there are new redeems. They are kind of pricey though, assuming that they are actually in the system. They might not have got put in the system for some reason, actually. Nope, there they are. Yep, they're in there. But we're gonna get ready for the game by muting that and pressing play. Okay, I set this up. Why is it not showing up? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go to the gun, come on, monsters bring it on. It's time to make it fun, it's time to make it right. I said it, let's go to the gun, nothing can stop us. And you know we're gonna make it right, we're gonna make it whole. There are all sorts of stands, come take my hand, let's overspend, fun and demand. There is nothing you can do. Let me become your stand, #1 fan. This is our chance, there's no romance. There is nothing you can do to me. Monster, 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 monster. Yeah. I'm a nerd, I'm a weeb, everybody club with me. Monster, 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 monster. Yeah. I'm a weirdo, I'm a geek, come with me, we'll feel complete. Monster is the way you feel, monster is the way you feel, monster is the way you feel all the time. Monster is the way you feel, monster is the way you feel all the time, all the time. Understand, something I am, let's understand, fun and demand. There is nothing you can do. Let me become your stand, #1 fan. This is our chance, there's a romance. There is nothing you can do. Hello, Caffeinate. Ow. That was my knee hitting my desk, for those who are curious. Caffeinate, if you want to join the game, just let me know before we get started. I am opening my wine. And trust me, this will take me a minute because I am stupid. Don't cut myself. Fair. I did decide on playing this game very last minute after all. Yeah. Yeah. Aha. Okay, now that I've got the seal off, almost. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that sounds accurate. What Final Fantasy game did you grab, Caffeinate?
I won't ask about the lewd thing since I'm on stream. Okay, this is gonna be loud. I'm watching my mic just to see. Ooh, okay. Oh. That was actually very quiet. I did break the seal on the lid, but that's fine because it can still close. Just pouring my drink. That might be a little extra. Although I think technically what I'm drinking isn't wine, but it's a champagne. Whatever. Now I'm playing local because it's just me. I'll show tutorials in case people don't know. We're gonna make our own voices because we are streaming. And this is not to throw shade on the voice actors, because the voice actors are really fucking good. One player. We'll do a long game since it's just me. Let's see, Surf Rock. Lo-Fi Vibes is what it was playing. I'm gonna roll a die, actually, save. I'm gonna roll a die for the character I play as and who I romance. We're gonna do fantasy vibes today. Ah, SpookyCon. For some, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Metal would be fun. Anyway, anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here we could finally feel like, no matter who we were, we belonged. Okay. But we're also gonna roll a die to see who we're playing as. There are 8 characters. It goes left to right, 1 through 4, 5 through 8. We're playing as 6, so we're playing as our cat friend here. We'll change it from Taffy. We're being a cat girl today. But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. The end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? Smash. No regret. Yeah. As uncertainly plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Okay. So there are 6 options that were given directly. 7, we find out, is that we can date ourselves. And by date ourselves, I mean just be ourselves. And then there are the options of finding secret dates. So I will also use a D8 for the date options, by the way. Zoe, an elder cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom. Liam de Lioncourt, A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, an evil overlord who had recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. Nico Sharp, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. Okay, I'm gonna roll the d8 now. Obviously, left from right, 1 through 6. 7 is date ourself. 8 is try for a surprise. Secret date. Something I only know about because of when I played through with save. On... Was that last Sunday? I think it was last Sunday. I rolled an 8. So we're going to go for a secret date option. It really was 2 days ago. Wow. So we're going to go for the secret option. And it had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. And to call back to when I played through this with save, I shall be going the bold route. No thoughts. I will be bold and that is it. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our final share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Now you'll have it. Ooh. Oh, the skips stuff. Okay, cool. I mean, that makes sense if you're going to play this game a lot of times. Now you'll have the choice to choose 3 things you like. Each like is tied to one of our several romance options. Your likes will soft lock you into some ROs you'll encounter more often. Oh, tech issues. You can correct this soft lock by meeting other ROs in the food court, which you'll see later. After the likes phase, you'll be asked to choose a top 3 within a category. You'll choose your first, second, and third favorite option in descending order. This will shape your starting stats. Okay. 3 things we like. Oh shit, I'm seeing magical girl with a dark twist. This one I'm just gonna answer honestly. Ultra layered memes. We have balloon-based sculptures, magical girls with a dark twist, hugs, endless merchandise, correcting other people, ultra layered memes, comics where the hero always wins, tournament arcs, stabbing, weird reality shows, Garfield x Naruto, and MC with axes for hands. I'm a basic bitch. I love me magical girls, and a dark twist is how you get Madoka Magica. Which, if you haven't seen Madoka Magica, I'm sorry that I spoiled that there's a dark twist to it, but that happens early on in the series, so go watch it. And I grew up on shonen. I'm a bitch for a good tournament arc. I think I'll go... I'm gonna go with MC with axe hands. Choose your top 3 favorite villain archetypes. Oh. Okay, you've got Angry Boy, Sad Boy, CEO, Strange Magician, and Clown Little Fucker. Duh. It is different. Let's go. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal rather than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic. Aww, I like that art. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Well, I did shonen with save, so I'm gonna try what I think is shoujo. It could be romance instead, but I'm going with shoujo. Okay, let me get a drink real quick. Ooh, that tastes really good. Strawberry wine champagne or sparkling wine. That's what it's fucking called. It's sparkling wine. I just realized it. I'm dumb. Which, random little factoid for everybody. You can't say what you have is champagne unless it's from a very specific region in France. In which case it becomes sparkling wine. Which I think is dumb, but whatever. The fear of failure has stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. Oh, I just had a thought. I think it's a legal reason, but I don't think it's a good legal reason if it is. I'm gonna message one of my buddies. If in the future you wanna collab Monster Prom 4 MonsterCon, hit me up. I own the game. And you don't need more than one copy. Oh. Okay, well. It wouldn't let me send it for some reason. That's weird. Oh. I never friend requested him. Okay, well, that explains it. Okay, anyway, I'll figure that out later. That we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. Wait a sec, champ. Yeah, no need to rush into this. We're here to give you some tips on how to do cons the right way. And I left the tutorials on in case people wanted to kind of learn the game this time I stream it. Think of it like some sort of tutorial. Oh, let's go. We've got a boldness of 14 already. God knows you could use one of those. As everyone knows, the main activity of a con is finding love. Yeah, I know. It isn't really, but this is Mana we're talking about. Look at her. She's probably aiming to get a date at the big con after party. Ah, yes. The silence speaks volumes. Well, if you want to get a date, you'd better get to know the other person and what they look for in a potential partner. Exactly. Do they share dreams and fears? Are your visions of the world in sync? Are your souls truly compatible? Too complicated. Let's say someone's personality can be defined through 5 traits: smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Let's call them stats. It sounds cooler and more video gamey. A tad reductive, but let's work with that. Then you have to ask yourself, is your fun high enough for someone who loves to party? Is your boldness low enough for someone who likes peace and quiet? Sometimes people are even more ambiguous, like they may like someone who's just balanced. The point is, everyone has their standards. Stat standards. Oh, let me set a timer. Phone. Unlock. 30 minutes. Okay, this is gonna be hard. There's a reason I limited this to once per stream. Because I know this is gonna be rough. Did I already read all of this text? I didn't. Woo speak. Woo. Woo. Hello, everyone. Woo. And if by some... No, oh god, how am I... Okay. How am I supposed to read this in a woo speech? I think my brain is gonna struggle. And if by some chance you want to go to the party by yourself. And if by chance it's some... No? You know? How in the fuck? We're gonna get through the tutorial first. Because this is... My brain is gonna take some time to figure this one out. Which is totally valid option if that's your jam. Don't think you'll be exempt from managing your stats. You can still fail at it. There's more stuff to keep in mind. But let's cover that later, okay? There was a panel I wanted to check out. Sounds good. And I have to rehearse the next tutorial. Have fun, Mana. Okay. This is where we learn that I don't do a woo speech often. Ew. Ew. Oh my god. My brain is... Ew, my brain is wuggling with this. Well, our plan is, uh, uh, Um. Airport, you have fully stun locked this entire stream. I hope you're aware of this. Uh, uh, I am so confused. Okay, this is actively kind of ruining the stream today. I'm gonna turn that redeem off and refund. How to refund points on Twitch. Because this is breaking my brain too much. Okay, so open the creator dashboard. Stream manager. Okay, well, that's not helpful. Channel points redemption queue on your Twitch dashboard. It lists all the quests your users have made but haven't been marked as completed yet. Oh god, apparently I don't use the reward queue and that's making this hard, if possible. Airport, is there another redeem you'd like to have just me do instead? If I can't figure this out? Because this is my activity feed. Manage requests? Is that it? Oh, God. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, well, I've never gone into this queue, and I've learned that I have not completed a single thing for 2 years. So, I figured it out, but this is going to take me a second. Oh, God. Well, I learned something new today. And I've been streaming for 2 years at minimum. It's probably more like 3 years, but I didn't set up channel points for a while. Oh, cell phones. Well, I'm gonna turn off that as a redeem in the future until I can fucking figure it out also. So I'm gonna just real quick do that also before I forget. Okay. I should be close to the redeem because we're now within the last month of the redeems. We're within the last week now. Where's my requests? For some reason it didn't register that as a request. Well, there's no way to give reward point or channel points that I know of. The fact that it didn't add all of my stuff into the queue is kind of dumb. Just want to point that out. Airport, you just tell me if there's a redeem you want done, because I can't reward redeems. Like, it could even be like the spin the wheel redeem if that's what you want. Just, I fucked up and didn't realize all that's things. Okay. You're walking around the lobby when you feel a sudden urge to pee. Look for a bathroom, quick! Jesus Christ, I'm not going to repeat myself, so there's the text. The bathrooms are gross. That sounds like a public bathroom, alright. The bathrooms are gross, but if you know a thing about bathrooms, is that using them always ensures boldness. It's the main reason why people use them. Ah, some things never change. You're exploring the lobby with your friends when Omen comes across a wallet on the ground. What's this? A cachet of money, free for the taking? Dibs! Oh, Nico's a detective. No, Omen. Remember what we've been discussing at the Redemption Art Program. Evil is... fun? No. Inevitable in a godless world? No, Nico. Evil is bad, and stealing is evil. But this isn't even stealing. The wallet was clearly left here for me as a gift from the universe, an apology for all the unfairness it has foisted upon me. Okay. Assuming that I can figure that one out. It will have to be a different type of stream if it's gonna work, though. Wrong. Someone clearly lost this wallet. And what do we do when we find a lost wallet? Apparently nothing fun like keeping it. So I'm going to guess... eat it? No. We're going to find its owner and give it back. But that's impossible! There are so many people in this carnivorous, sweaty convention center. When you say finding the owner is impossible, I say you're just looking at the clues wrong. No case is uncrackable. That's also true. I'll figure something out. Right. We just need a good plan, like... we should go to the bar, drown our sorrows in alcohol, probably get into a bar brawl. Can't remember the rest of the step, but the sounds eventually lead us to a clue. Yes! I vote for the plan with the bar brawl. No! Mana, help me come up with an actual plan to find the wallet's rightful owner. Please. Write a sad country song about losing your beloved wallet and perform it on the big stage. Whoever cries is probably missing their wallet. Or, we gotta get into the mindset of the person who owns this wallet. Let's all lose our wallets so we can start in the right headspace. We're playing stupid. We're playing stupid and bold. This seems like a stupid decision. That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You cannot take my wallet. Too late. Omen's somehow already taken all your wallets. She runs outside and throws them into a passing dump truck. God damn it, Omen. Now I have to go to the DMV and get a new ID card. Do you have any idea what a pain in my ass you are? Yes, keep bitching, Liam. It only fuels my satisfaction. You know, the person who lost this wallet probably thought the same thing. They might be at the DMV right now. That's true. And since I now need to renew my ID anyway, might as well drag all of you along on this awful experience with me. You didn't think a fun trip to the spooky con would include being 22nd in line at the DMV, but here we are. When number 21 finally gets called, you overhear her say, "Yeah, I gotta renew my ID, because I lost my wallet at the con. Bummer, right?" Wait! Is this your wallet? Wow, yes it is. Thank you so much. Excellent. Another case correct. And all it took was throwing away our wallets. Oh, perfect. Hey, a nearby group of people say, "Did you say you threw away your wallets? I think we have it here." A new group turns up. "Hey, are you Liam the Lion Court and Mana? We found your wallets too." Cannot believe you all just happened to find our wallets. How did you know to find us here? It's a Sisyphean loop. We figured we'd get in your headspace by throwing our own wallets away, which made us think we should check the DMV, and it worked. Wait, you mean 15 to 20 people have threw away their wallets? Is this going to be a rippling effect? Did we just destabilize the local economy? With every minute, I like this plan more and more. The economy's not your problem. I gained smarts for this idea. That was a smart plan. This was a smart plan. Throwing away our wallets was the smart decision. Okay. Wait a second. It's time for a new episode of Tutorials with Liam and Zoe. Yes, we realize we have explained the importance of managing stats, but we didn't cover how to manage them properly. Exactly. Stats can be measured in a number of ways, but let's cover the most important one. That'd be experiencing the sort of absurd and exciting adventures that usually take place once you visit a location. Let's call these experience events for shorts. Normally, during an event, you face a conflict you must solve by choosing between potential solutions, options, if you will. What you choose will define you as a person. If you choose a smart option, you'll gain smarts. Yeah, if you choose to punch a bear, that'd be quite bold of you, so you'd gain boldness. But stats are also lost when choosing an option. Each path not taken is a stat lost. Which is to say, if you choose the smart option instead of punching the bear, then you gain smarts but lose boldness. Just try not to punch a bear, okay? Liam, let Mana punch a bear if that's who she is as a person. Anyway, there are a few more ways of managing stats, like... Liam, let's write those down in a manual or something. I really wanted to go check out those limited figurines I told you about. True. We can keep giving you tips later, yes? In the meantime, don't get yourself killed. Unfortunately, we can't choose the bold place. So... I guess we'll be fun and charm? You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. Oh, it's the tote bag one. After that, you buy a couple of prints from an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag, and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain 2 charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. If only you had something to carry them in. Afterwards, you, Nico, April, and Zoe head over to work your super kawaii shifts at the pop-up maid cafe. Oh, we're gonna get to see maid outfits, aren't we? Oh my god. Yes. 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 Hey, look, Omen just walked in. So, this is the maid cafe. I thought it would be cleaner. Welcome home, princess, or would you prefer to be called master? Gender is a... Oh, they're non-binary. That's what I've learned here. Gender is a prison from which I have escaped. I'd most like you to address me as your overlord. Gender is a prison that I have escaped from is such a banger line, though. Like, objectively, a banger line. Preach! Follow me, my overlord. I'll show you to your seat. Hooray! Everything's going pretty smoothly for once. Oh, wait, no. Looks like Owen's gotten drunk on power. Omen's gotten drunk on power. Non-binary edgelord is such a good read, though. You call that a Sugoi happy morning dance? I'm not happy at all. Do it better this time. Yes, my overlord. From the top, girls. Here's your Oma rice, my overlord. Let's say the magic words together. Moe Moe Kyun. Was that spell supposed to make this dry, unseasoned omelet appetizing? 'Cause it did not work. Bring me a medium rare rib steak and a chalice of orc's blood to drink. We don't serve that here. What you serve right now is me. Bring me a steak or I shall order someone to bring your corpse home to your mother. Ham. I can't help but notice that Omen's being a bit much. They're being the fucking worst. I'll kill them if I thought I could get the bloodstains out of this apron. Kawaii? Is there something we can do about this? I don't know how many more Sugoi Happy Morning twerks I have left in me. That'd be for the best, if Omen ever wants to redeem themselves, and besides, they totally deserve some payback. How can you end their reign of terror? Maids have been subservient for too long. Call the maids to arms, ignite the hearts of the comrades, and start the long overdue maid revolution. Or, maid problems call for maid solutions. Tell Omen that if they keep being a problem, they'll be having lunch in the cafe's Iron Maid Inn. Okay, this one feels... One of these could be charm? One of them's creativity, maybe? I'm gonna say let's start an uprising. That feels bold. Viva la revolution! You three gather the rest of the maids in the kitchen. Comrades! We can't endure the horrible treatment from the masters and princesses any longer. It's time to show those fuckers who's boss. Behead them all. Garnish the Oma rice with their blood. Show no mercy. Now let's get out there and make this the most Moe Moe Kyun revolution ever. All of the maids are on board for a revolution. Lots of them have knives and rifles already tucked in their garters. This must have been a long time coming. What the? Why are all the maids killing the patrons instead of bringing me my steak? Thought the entertainment came after the meal. Down with the masters! Guess this one the guillotine! But we don't have a... Oh, never mind. Where'd we get a guillotine? Never doubt what a determined maid can fit in her purse, Nico. Do not behead me. I am very attached to my head. I thought we were friends. Friends don't make friends. Do the Sugoi Happy Morning dance over and over. That routine is very hard on the knees. Fine. Be nicer from now on. Now let me out of the guillotine. Are you really gonna be nice, or are you just saying so because we've threatened to kill you? It can be both. Just let me out. Victory. You, Zoe, Nico, April, and the other maids cheer to celebrate executing a glorious revolution. And several shitty patrons. I missed, like, interrupting the nice moment, but I am still waiting on my food. Don't push it. You gain charm for inciting a revolution, but lose boldness. Dang it! Dang it. I should have gone the other one. It was actually the bold option. They may be your friend, but let's be real. They totally deserve that beheading. You decide to attend a round table on round tables. What a fascinating subject. You discuss the various circumferences of tables, rank building materials, and talk about famous knights that have sat around round tables of old. You also talk plenty of shit about square and rectangular tables. Fuck right angles. You gain 2 fun because circles are the most hilarious shape. Am I right? Doubtful. You later find yourself with Zoe, Omen, and Nico attending a miniature painting workshop. Time to get your art on. Hello, everybody. I'm excited to create with you all today. Why don't we take turns showing off our unpainted minis first? If we must, I brought this. That isn't a miniature, it's a figurine. This is a miniature painting workshop. I fail to see the distinction. Both are small statues, are they not? I guess, but your figurine is already painted. Painting over the previous artist's works will destroy their art. Counterpoint, I believe that it will improve it. Wait until you see the fishnets I'm going to paint on this thing. Your loins will surely tremble. But figurines are too big. You'll need to use more paint than the amount I'm allowing each of you to use for free. I mean, I could just let Omen use some of my paint. No, you can't share paint. Look, miss, if you can't follow the rules, I'm going to have to kick you out. Try it. I have laid waste to better warriors than you, puny man. You shan't survive a battle against the undefeatable Omen. But you are defeatable, right? Weren't you imprisoned for like a century because you were defeated? Or was that like by choice? Not now, Nico! I think it's safe to say that tensions are running high. You should de-escalate this situation before Omen gets kicked out of the workshop. Call the organizer's mother to see how she feels about her son being a gatekeeping jerk. How uncultured. Everyone knows that figurines are the fathers of miniatures. Oh, there's the timer from that. Oh. I really don't think about it when it happens. Huh. I mean, this one's stupid. What? No, that's not how it works at all. You are uneducated, young one. Let an experienced Ronin explain the miniature birds and the bees. See, your evil little knight here. Is it an evil knight? It's a paladin of chaos from the Shadow Seas. Ugh. Okay, sorry. Your paladin of chaos is clearly the child of... Omen? What character is your figurine again? No idea. I only bought her because she had big boobs. Okay. I call her Captain Boobs. Okay. Well, your Paladin of Chaos is clearly the adorable love child of Captain Boobs. You're lying. No, I'm acting. That's what lying's called when you do it in character. Acting. Omen picks up Captain Boobs and starts moving her and speaking in a funny voice. Listen, my spawn. I am indeed your father. I hope that one day you'll rule with me as the lord of these lands, despite your rebellious streak. No, you're not my dad. You're a figurine, and dads suck anyway, because they think painting minis is a stupid hobby. I was mistaken, my spawn. Oh my god. I said those things out of ignorance, incapable as I was seeing that your passion is as valid as it is any other. But now I understand my error. I am proud of you, my spawn, and I always will be, no matter the size of the statues you paint. Wow, that means a lot. I love you, Dad. He makes Captain Boobs embrace the Paladin of Chaos while sobbing. Yes, yes, I love you too. Now let us cease this insipid pity party so that Omen may paint some scandalizing fishnates on my luscious thighs. He allows it after he's sobbed his heart out. You paint some statues and gain smarts, but you also lose charm. I apparently am just saying fuck creativity this run instead. And ads are about to play, so now is a good time to get up, stretch, and use the bathroom. And we shall return. Kind of a shame you didn't see Mr. Beast in a gutter. Bum 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 bum. Since I resolved this issue, I'm going to send that message to Hikaru while I'm here. Because Monster Prom feels like a game straight up his alley. And now that the ads are over, since you have some time off, you decide to hone your drawing skills by drawing some fan art. You draw Son Goku, but you give him boobs. What a creative reinterpretation. Then you draw Splash Kaboom with a twist. You add boobs and name it Splash Kaboobs. You're on a roll. Finally, you draw Misato from Evangelion. You turn her into a green-skinned biochemical symbiote and make her blonde. And you also give her a second pair of boobs. You deserve creativity. Oh, that's the creativity option. Got it. Ignore that one in the future. After you've napped, showered, and finally gotten that stubborn cosplay piece to stay in place, it's time for you and your friends to return to the con. Shit. Where did I leave the room key? Nico, have you seen it? Perhaps, but it's my wizardly duty to pose a challenge to thee. If you want the key, answer my riddles 3. What? No. If you know where the key is, just tell me. Here's your first riddle, and trust I am no fooler. What is the difference between a jailer and a jeweler? I know. One is a jailer and one is a jeweler. You know all... At times I am so intelligent, I astound even myself. I really don't have time for this. Just tell me where the key is so we can leave. They just said that they cannot tell us the key's location until you answer their riddles. Are you obstinate on purpose, Liam, or just stupid? You forfeit riddle 1. Here's the second of the 3. What needle has an eye but cannot see? Crap, I accidentally gave away the answer. That one doesn't count. Okay, Nico, I've got a riddle for you. How far did the mimic have to push the vampire until the mimic lost all their blood? Dang, that's a good one. Can I buy a vowel? As funny as it is to rile Liam up, you don't want him to add Nico to his liquid diet. You need to get Nico to tell him where the key is. Challenge. Challenge Nico to a riddle off. If they can't answer your riddles either, they have to relinquish the keys to the superior riddler. Call Nico's bluff. They have no idea what the answer to their own riddles are, so answer whatever. This one feels bold. We're choosing it. Nico, you've challenged the rest, but can you prove to me that your riddles are the best? Surely you jest. Here's your first test. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? A mime shitting into an invisible bucket. A little weird, but it sounds right to me, but this next one won't be so easy. 2 mayors of Metropolis had the same parents, but were not brothers. How can this be possible? Easy. Incest. That makes no sense. Incestuous brothers would still be brothers. Also, ew. Correct again. But you will win in the end. What number am I thinking of now, and how? That's not even a riddle. You can't just make any question a riddle by asking it in rhyme. You're not thinking about a number. You're thinking about how itchy that fake beard is. Nico freezes mid-beard scratch. Then they give you a long, slow, one-person round of applause. Well done, Mana. You've earned the room key and my respect. But here's my secret. The key was inside you all along. That makes even less sense than your dumb riddles. Actually, I made Mana swallow the key while she was sleeping yesterday. So, who looks dumb now? Seriously? I still need the key before we can leave. In due time, my impatient pupil, all doors eventually open. We're talking about butts, aren't we? Well, you solved the riddle trial and technically saved the day, but eventually producing the key, so you're 2 for 2. As in boldness for smarts. I was right that that was a bold option. Okay. Welcome to the food court. You'll be visiting this place twice per run. Ah, yes, this tutorial will be delivered by me, the narrator. Oh, excuse me. Tutorials explained by characters are fun and immersive, but as the narrator, I have the power to get straight to the point. For example, I can just tell you that by pressing tab, you can access useful info, or that you can consult the dialogue history by either pressing H or mouse wheel up. Cool, huh? Anyhow, back to the food court. Food court's turns are about getting to know the one person you want to take on the con after party, even if that means getting to know yourself. There are 5 tables you can choose from. 3 of the tables are populated by the 6 romance options in pairs. One of the tables lets you call one of several guests who are essentially alternative date options. Finally, there's a table for you to sit alone. These tables are tied to their own mechanics. As usual, our jam is obscuring said mechanics a bit so you can focus on the narrative side of this experience. By playing, you can slowly but steadily learn how everything works. But if that's not your style, we've added helpful explanations of everything in the manual. Feel free to check it out. Just keep in mind that each table only allows for 1 player. Now, go choose a seat. This is the one where we meet somebody. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of locked character. I mean, Vera's an angry snake lady. Oh, well. Already a problem. Because they are our sister. Well, that's unfortunate. You invite your sister to join you at the con. A con? You know I love you. But why would I go to a nerdy convention? Have you considered how expensive nerdy merch is? The perfect cover to launder money? You really know me well, don't you? See you there. I'd love to spend time with my family, and you look an awful lot like my sibling. But are you really my sibling? Or just a lame copycat? The best way to prove you're an Oberlin through and through is to display our signature cunningness. Does that mean smarts? Okay. I guess we're going down the smarts path now. It's time to work on the comic. As your creative mentors, we prepared very original questions that will spur extraordinary ideas. We've written 2 per day. You're welcome. Once the exercise is done, you might see no comic just yet. But you have to trust the process, Mana. Your efforts will come to fruition by the end of the con. Totally. How you choose to answer the exercises will impact the script of the resulting comic. I recommend that you remember, or even take note of, every option you choose during this exercise to better savor its impact once we get to see the resulting comic. And there's more to these exercises. All these choices will shape you as a person, which is to say they will affect your stats. You'll feel these changes each time you solve one of the exercises. And there's one last thing I love about creative work. When several people collaborate, it changes them all as a group. That's right. My personal advice is that even if one person is answering an exercise, the whole group should discuss it. To be clear, you'll gain a lot of the stat tied to the chosen option, but you'll lose the stats tied to the options not chosen. And those stats effects will equally affect all players. Shush that voice. It's breaking the immersion. Ugh. Anyway, enough procrastinating. Zoe's right. It's time to work on your craft. Hold this pencil and let your mind wander. The con is a whirlwind of activity and overstimulation, but somehow you find time to work on your comic. Time to brainstorm. What trend from the early 2000s should come back already? Only needing to learn like 3 memes and 4 slang words to sound cool. People actually seeking revenge. Delicious tobacco. Why did this trend die out? Wearing pants. No, it's people actually seeking revenge. What's the strongest asset when on a first date? You taste like a pumpkin spice latte. You have strong yet graceful knees. You can transform into a tiger. Your eyes are soulless, almost as if they were 2 sexy empty holes. Let's transform into a tiger. Tiger. Stop right there. This is the stat police. We're here to test you on your stats knowledge. Just kidding. It's us, Zoe and Liam, renowned creators, verified hot people, and knowledgeable tutorial dispensers. We thought we've been giving Mod all of these exquisite tips on how to manage stats, but how easy is it to know which option ties to which stat? Yeah, some options will be easy to interpret, like how punching a bear feels like a very bold thing to do. But some will be quite a bit more nuanced. And it might be harder to tie them to a stat. Which is why we've written all the specifics in every stat in a manual for you to check. Which will be available within the customized menu. So even if an option might not feel tied to a specific stat, or even more than one, you just gotta take your time, try to analyze what's the biggest clue within the option, and which stat relates to what specific case. Or you know what, just ignore stats and choose whichever option feels more interesting to you. Live, fail, have fun. Must agree with Zoe here. Just try not to fail too much. Nah. Let's go play some DDR so I can see you fail too much. Let's go, but don't be surprised if you're disappointed. See you around, Banda. Okay. You go to the main stage to watch a panel on how to make a successful comic. Step 1. Good artist copy. Great artist steal. Seems easy enough. There are lots of great comics out there to steal from, like Spider-Man. Step 2. Write what you know. You know, plenty about Spider-Man. The future of your comic looks bright. Add a shark. Sharks are cool. Well, shit. You don't know all that much about sharks. More research will be needed. Still, maybe there's a spider shark comic by Mona in the future. You gain smarts from all you've learned. Vera arrives and is keen to visit a meet and greet for her favorite newspaper cartoonist, Carl Onslow. You thought print was dead, but apparently not for her. Mr. Onslow, sir, it's an honor to meet you. The understated humor of your strips always makes me smile, even after reading about tightening financial regulations. Thank you, my dear. Hearing that was just the pick-me-up this old man needed. Is something wrong? Well, I've signed a new contract with a big corporation. Seemed a good deal at the time, but now I've thought about it a bit. Maybe $40 was a bit on the low end for the rights to my life's work. Sir, could I have a look at your contract? The cartoonist hands the contract over. Despite its length, Vera makes quick work of it. I see. Sir, I happen to run a law office of irrelevant illegality. Please let me represent you. I'll get you out of this. You do that? Thank you, young lady. That's very kind. You all go find the corporate representative the cartoonist deals with. And, of course, they turn out to be... If you weren't a part of Save State Stream when we played this, you have no idea why I just reacted like that. I should drink some water. I've been drinking nothing but booze at this point. The bag of cheese returns. Hello? You're not worrying about your contract again, are you, Mr. Onslow? I thought you made your funny little pictures for the love of it, not the money. You're lucky we don't charge you for the privilege of getting to see them in print. Now that you say that, maybe you have a point. No, they don't. Listen, you two. I'm Mr. Onslow's new legal representative, and I'll be renegotiating his contract. No offense, but I don't think you can take negotiations with us. You'll be begging for mercy by sunrise, legally speaking. I doubt it'll go on that long. You'll be the one on your knees long before then. Also legally speaking. Big talk from someone who has already made a crucial mistake. You can't renegotiate a valid contract, and believe me, when I tie something up, I make sure it's tight. Don't you worry about that. My co-counsel Mana has already discovered that this contract is invalid, haven't you? I need to grab water for my water bottle. There, now I can fill that up when I get a moment or really need the water. Far be it for you to contradict Vera. How do you invalidate this contract? Claim the contract was signed under duress. You threatened him to sign. Framing someone for a crime is okay if that someone is yourself. Argue the contract is null and void because Vera is actually the cartoonist's financial dominatrix, and a pre-existing contract establishes all his work belongs to her. I feel like this one's bold, so we're gonna... Yes, exactly. She threatened you, didn't she, Mr. Onslow? Huh? Oh, yes, now I remember. She said, sign the contract, old man, or I'll punch you so hard and put eels up your butt. Not sure I said that last part. No, you did. Eels up the butt. I distinctly remember. Can't believe this. I specifically told all our contract goons not to mention any butt stuff. It's too much of an HR liability. You actually hired her? I don't know, probably. We've got so many goons on staff. Who can really keep track of them all? Hiring goons to enforce contract is highly illegal. I'll see you in court. Unless, of course, you want to settle right here. And why should we do that? We can bribe the judge in our favor for less. Maybe, but I'm very good at dragging things out. Wouldn't want the fun to be over too soon, and in the meantime, every day you lose more money on this IP. If it's a battle of attrition you want, I think you'll find, I mean we have the stamina for a good, long fight. Financially, perhaps, but can your public image survive such a case? Hounding a beloved elderly cartoonist after threatening him with butt stuff? She's right, it would be a PR nightmare. Oh, god damn it, airport. Fine. We'll cut you a check and drop the contract. But you two had better watch your backs. Some of our employees will be around soon. Once we remember who they actually are. You really saved my bacon there. How can I ever thank you? Just keep making your comic strips. They're refreshing. Vera shows you her favorite strips for the rest of the day, and even nearly chuckles once or twice. You lose fun and gain boldness. I am a bold lady. You're roaming the con lobby where you notice a streamer right in front of you. You turn around to avoid the camera, but there's another streamer right behind you too. You're caught in streamer crossfire. You're technically in two places at once. You feel imbued with the power of omnipresence. Or at least you know by presence. Then one of the streamers leaves, so you're just a rando in the background. Still, you've experienced twice the power of any mortal, which gives you boldness. Omen and Doug are manning the first aid booth to fill their con voucher hours. You and Nico decide to go visit them. I love how the chest tongue has a glove on it. Thanks for letting me chill with you guys. Watching all this first aid is a great opportunity for me to practice my doctor character. Good. I'm just happy today's been slow. No medical emergencies in sight. Somebody help me! I'm having a medical emergency! Oh, pipe down. You're fine. I'm literally holding my intestines in my hands. So, rub some dirt on it and walk it off. Is there a doctor here or what? I'm bleeding out over here. The on-site doctor is at the funny meetup on floor 3 right now. Me, I'm a doctor. Aren't you just cosplaying one? Exactly. The fact that I'm cosplaying as a doctor just when this person needed one is probably fate telling me that I'm ready for my big role. I need to refill my water. My voice is feeling it. Why? Just make a grilled cheese sandwich. Those are so much better than just cheese by itself. You put a little bit of bacon in that bitch? Ooh. I mean, I'm a turkey bacon bitch, so... Or if you're feeling really carnivorous at the point in time, a meat patty between 2 pieces of toast with cheese melted on them is also pretty fucking good. God, I wish I lived somewhere the water quality was better so I didn't have to use water bottles. Nico, this guy's really hurt. He needs a real doctor. Doug, think about it. Is there really any difference between a doctor and someone who cosplays one really well? An academic degree and years of training. Oh, I got a message. One sec. This is Nico we're talking about. Logic isn't going to convince him. Or convince them. Oh, Nico's a they-them. Okay, good to know. Do something to stop them from accidentally killing this guy before the real doctor comes back. Let's see. Convince the injured person to cosplay as someone healthy so Nico doesn't malpractice them to death. Only one thing stops TV doctors from doing their job. Relationship drama. Introduce a love interest and a will they won't they plot to keep Nico too busy to commit manslaughter. Manslaughter? Alright, since there are no more conscientious objectors, I'm going to prep for surgery. We better do this fast. Who's playing the love interest? Me, high school improv club. Don't fail me now. Perfect. You'll be Dr. Doug, the sensitive cardiology surgeon with only one heart he can't fix, his own. That is boring. The love interest should at least be someone interesting, like a badass ninja with an even more badass katana. You politely ignore Omen as you scribble Doug's script and send him out to dazzle Nico. Good afternoon, Dr. Nico. It's me, Dr. Doug, your colleague and will they won't they friend of 8 years. How are you? Ah, Dr. Doug. It's always a relief to see your smiling face in these grim halls. Why can't we save them all, Doctor? If we can't save them, how can we ever save ourselves? Line? Cower in fear, the katana of night has arrived. A ninja? Get my scalpel, Dr. Doug. I'll give this darn villain a cardiovascular laceration not even you could stitch back together. You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the blade and anime on my side. Yeah! God damn it. Line, please. What the fuck is going on here? Cries the real doctor, who's arrived still in his fursuit. Is that child bleeding out? Be quiet, sir. You're talking over the big love triangle scene. Sadly, today's episode of Dr. Nico, Love in the Time of Ninjas, will be interrupted by the emergency surgery, but you still earn creativity and lose charm. Oh, that was creative? Lame. Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy raid your parents' house? You buy them, all just in case. Ah, life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these toys today, but you can still siphon charm from the memories. You, Zoe, and Nico are trying to keep Omen on task as they check in with all the vendors. You come upon two vendors viciously arguing. What's the problem over here? Can it be solved with the power of hope, justice, and/or friendship? There's no hope or justice left in this con, and it's too late for friends. This motherfucker thinks he can set up shop on my table. 'Cause it's actually my table. You stole it from me before I showed up. Let me see your passes. Yep, they double booked you both to use this table. Omen, this is the perfect chance to show the value as a con representative. Do your thing. You're lucky I'm in a good mood. I will propose the perfect solution to stop your pathetic sniveling. The proposal is as follows. You two battle to the death. The victor keeps the table. The loser passes on to the next life in eternal shame. Sound fair? Oh, if the clothes seller dies, can I have these sweatpants? It's really hard to find pants that fit in a square box. Or a square butt. I mean, if they're doing this, I'm hoping the Pogs guy goes down. I'd kill for some rare Odie Pogs. You can't let the sellers battle to the death. You'll be damned if you're letting Omen get the credit for solving a problem around here. Think of a different way to broker peace between the two vendors and make your friends horny for your conflict resolution skills. Convince the vendors that all property is an illusion. Does anyone really own this table? Perform forbidden surgery and sew the two vendors together into a fresh construct. You've sewn a couple cosplays yourself. How much more difficult can this be? Okay. Fine, but who will do the sewing? I have a handicap called I Hate Sewing. Paging Dr. Nico, I was born ready for this. Should I go for a basic straight stitch, or do we want to get fancy with a cross-stitch pattern on their skin? Really isn't necessary. Yeah, it's not that serious. I'll give the table to the other guy if I have to. Nonsense! This is the perfect solution. When we're done with you, there won't be any other guy anymore. I've never worked with fabric that screamed in pain before, though. It might be kind of distracting. We should sedate them first. On it. Omen knocks both of the vendors out with a steel chair, which you guess is a sedative when applied to that purpose. Nico stitches them together, creating a horrible chimera that weeps blood with every desperate breath. Well, they're no longer screaming at each other, so I dubbed this an improvement. We did a good thing today. Hooray! Let's get some yakitori to celebrate. Okay. Are we gonna wash that blood off your gloves before you eat? No way, I'm leaving that on. It makes my cosplay look extra authentic. Good point. You all head to the food trucks and congratulate each other on a job well fucked up. I guess technically yes. Oh, that was a creative option? Okay. In the middle of the community zone, you see a bunch of top-hatted gentlemen. Oh. For a second there, I thought this was a Max Gentleman Sexy Business reference, since this game is also... that game is produced by the same company. A vintage car, a dog, and a boot. Oh, it's a LARP Monopoly. This goes against all your values, and yet the moment you start making money, you gentrify the fuck out of a street by building many hotels. You make sure everyone who dares to step on your turf becomes miserable. Father of Free begs you to lower the rent. Get good, you yell. No, what have you become? You burn your Monopoly money and leave, but deep down, you have to admit you got fun. Doug and Omen are competing in the Puyo Puyo tournament, and they need all the support they can get. You and April go to cheer them on. Hey Doug, great job so far. You're kicking butt at this game for children. Cannot believe I lost. This game is impossible. For you to have made it this far, Doug, you must be a true master. Well, I like to play Puyo Puyo to unwind before bed, so yeah, I'm not bad. Doug's better than not bad. He's great. He makes it all the way to the final match. Oh, Jesus Christ, this person seems like they yell. Yo, what the fuck is up, chat? Your boy Riz is here to stomp ass at the Puyo Puyo finals. Never mind, he's a jackass. Got it. Good luck, buddy. This is gonna be a great game. Sure will be. For me, I eat oozers like you for breakfast and shit out your dreams. Lamau. I hate to sound rude, but don't you think you're being a little bit rude? Bruh, it's called trash talking. What's wrong? Can't take it? Are you a little bitch? You got a stinky little bitch baby diaper on? No, I'm not I'm a biatch, and I never wore diapers. My family couldn't afford them. This mouth-breathing shit stain appears to be maligning our good friend Doug, and is affecting his Puyo Puyo performance. April, You restrain him while I stab him 12 times. What? No, I'd never be an accessory to murder. Especially not with so many witnesses around. That's fair, but you still can't let this slide. You need to get Doug's mind off the trash talk so he can win. Lend Doug your fanciest hat. He'll get so many compliments from strangers, it'll cancel out the trash talking. Release 3 raccoons. Everyone knows raccoons love garbage, so if Riz keeps trash talking, he'll risk the raccoons looking for food inside his filthy mouth. Yeah, we're releasing raccoons. Mana, what are you doing? Why do you have raccoons with you? Because raccoons are super useful. Haven't you seen her harvest people's souls into them? It's funny. True, but you have a different use for them today. You release the raccoons at the trash talker's feet, where they hungrily watch his mouth. What are these raccoons doing here? Is this your fan club, bro? Makes sense they'd be into a dumpster fire like you. The raccoons climb up the streamer's body and start pawing at his lips with their stinky, adorable hands. Ah, get off of me! Do something, ref! Why? This is perfectly legal, the referee says. It's true. Mouth raccoons balance the meta against trash talking. The trash talker's mouth is too full of raccoon butt to respond, or play a Puyo Puyo, for that matter. What a loser's doing. You're not supposed to eat the raccoons alive, dumbass. You have to kill them first. The raccoons stare hungrily at Omen, but luckily Doug wins the match before they climb into her mouth. Oh. Okay. I guess she's a she-they. You know what? Sure. Yeah, it was cool, but can you do the soul harvesting thing next time, Mana? I was kind of looking forward to it. Certainly. Your friends help you wash your raccoons off in the bathroom, and you gain smarts and lose charm. I guess that was smart. I'm assuming that Tucker's just bringing something in. That's why the door's still open. You're walking around the merch hall, sipping a cup of coffee. Suddenly, a deluxe box set edition of One Kick Boy makes you spit out your coffee. Your spit take lands on the box set. But you have great aim, but very bad luck. The vendor gives you the box set at a discount because, after all, it's not in mint condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spitting skills give you charm. Later, you, Nico, Omen, and Doug are checking out the rigged carnival games section of the con when you find a stand featuring a shallow pond of goldfish. What fresh bullshit is this? It's goldfish scooping. If you manage to catch a fish with a paper net, you win the fish as a prize. It looks cool in anime, and reality, I feel kinda bad for the fish. We need to get them out of there. Believe in you, my young pupil. A paper net and your wheel of fire are the tools with which you can change these fish's fate. I'll save you, little buddies. I can do this. Focus, Doug. Feel the movement of the water. Sense the goldfish's intent before it senses you. Doug tries to feel the water or whatever, but alas, his paper net rips on the first try. I failed them. Ha! You suck. I bet I could scoop up a tiny fish with one severed arm and chains wrapped around my whole body. Omen is, in fact, wrong. Fuck off, you stupid fish. Good luck escaping my fist. Peace, young Omen. Anger dulls the reflexes. How can you lend the fish a hand if you close your fist? Omen is punching the water, while Nico seems set on just giving fake deep advice. Stay calm, fishies. We're coming for you. Your friends are collectively losing it. It's up to you to free at least one of these fish. Can you do it? Write a very convincing eviction notice to make the fish vacate the pond. To catch a fish, you need to think like a fish. It's time to go method. Let's go with the convincing eviction notice. You draft a flawless eviction notice and show it to your friends. Dear aquatic tenants, per the terms of your leasing agreement, you have violated the following terms. 1. No public nudity. I mean, yeah, I guess. 2. No keeping... What pets do they have? Each other. Goldfish are pets. 3. No cannibalism. Fishes do that? Some do, yes. Impressive. You have 30 days to vacate this pond or face heavy fines, which can be paid in pretty shells, pearls, and microplastics. You drop the water in the pool. The fish all turn to it with interest, and then largely ignore it because they're goldfish and they cannot read. But the letter distracts them enough to let you scoop one up with a paper net real quick. You did it! You're a hero, Mana! And also a landlord. How ironic. You gain charm for saving a fish with your convincing letter, but you lose creativity. That's fine. Oh god, there's so many turns left. You have some time to spare, so you decide to enter a Splash Kaboom speedrun competition. As you sit down and get ready to crush your rival, you hear an announcement: the competition is over. You shouldn't have wasted all that time sitting down. Sign up for a slow run competition next time. Oh well, at least you had fun sitting. Later, you sit down to play Wizards and Wyverns with Liam, Omen, April, and Nico. Good, everyone's here. Thank you all for agreeing to be a part of my campaign. Excuse me? It makes sense that Liam's a DM. Or I guess a WM, because they're a Wyvern Master. Prepare to enter my fantasy realm of Lestradia, which could be the setting of my future novel if this all goes well. But no pressure. I'll set the scene. You're in a tavern, looking for information on a warlock that you've heard is trying to cast a curse on this realm. What do you do? I think my cunning wizard, Wizzo Cunningham, would cunningly scan the tavern for any shady characters. I rolled a 15 on my perception check. Wizzo spots some shady hooded figures playing dominoes in the corner of the room. They look suspicious, almost as if they know something about... Ooh! Wizzo loves dominoes, and so do I. I joined their game. Okay. Are you going to talk to them too, as I was saying? Did you... Oh my god, this is so accurate. Did you say dominoes? Sorry, I had to check my phone so I wasn't paying attention. But I love dominoes! As do I. I will destroy you all at this game within a game. Liam, what number must my math rock roll so that I may lay the most intimidating domino? Hell if I know. WW doesn't have any rules on how to play dominoes in a campaign. Which means we can homebrew it ourselves. This is why I love TTRPGs. The only limit is your imagination. Your friends spend the next hour playing dominoes in a WW campaign. Liam's allowing it, but you can tell he's about to tear his man bun out. Poor guy. Maybe you should do something to get everyone refocused on his campaign. Roll sleight of hand to start eating the dominoes without your friends noticing. Except that you can't unhook these idiots. Help Liam redesign his whole campaign to be experienced through high-stakes domino matches. It's a win-win. Not gonna lie, I think a high-stakes domino 1v1 manga would be pretty fucking hype. I mean, Kaiji, the Ultimate Survivor, has proven that that could be so fucking cool. But I think it's funnier if I eat all the dominoes. You are pure dexterity, pure stealth. Piece by piece, the whole domino set goes down your throat. Your friends are too engrossed in their match to notice it until... Well, friends, I think the match is over. I play my double 6 domino. You don't have it. In fact, you all suddenly notice that you're missing almost all of your dominoes. What? Where'd they go? I was about to win. Don't fuck with me, Liam, or I'll be playing dominoes with your teeth next. I mean, gee, I wonder where the dominoes are. This smells sketchy. Liam, do I detect any domino-stealing magic in our midst? No, but with an arcane roll of literally anything, you can sense evil magic rolling off these hooded figures you've been sitting with. Wait, evil magic, you say? Mana, do you have a Mana, do you have a suspiciously domino-shaped stomach right now? No? Wait, evil magic, you say? Now I recall Liam saying something about an evil warlock. He must be the domino thief. Then we shall vanquish the bastard and reclaim what is rightfully ours. That is the most venom I have put into the word bastard in my life. And we'll save the realm. Sure, if there's time. Your friends finally focus up and complete Liam's quest, eventually defeating the warlock. What an adventure. That was fun, especially the venturing part. Next time, Liam, you should consider skipping the dominoes, getting straight to the adventure. Noted. You saved Liam's campaign, and all it took were some high stealth rolls and imaginary heartburn. You gain 2 fun, though you lose creativity. How is that not creative? I mean, I don't care that creativity went down, but... You're strutting down the lobby, proud of your amazing cosplay. A kid approaches it. Could I have an autograph, please? Aw, you have a little fan. You hand him an autograph. The kid yells, "Who's Mana?" He leaves crying as he realizes his favorite character is not real. Oops, forgot to stay in character. You gain boldness for being a ruthless person who just shattered someone's dreams. That's so specific. You're roaming around the lobby with Nico, April, and Omen. You bump into a lot of cosplayers, and one unlucky cosplayer bumps Omen's head. Ow! Who is responsible for making me say ow like an idiot? I demand satisfaction! Sorry, I didn't see you there. It's these angel wings, you know, they kinda obstruct my view. As the cosplayer turns around, he hits April with his wings and ironically sends her flying. Ah! Sorry, got these wings very recently. I'm still learning the ropes. Classic cotton. Classic cosplay rookie mistake. Wearing an accessory way above your skill level. Took me years to learn how to handle this. And how to pronounce it. You heard the mimic. Now remove those useless limbs unless you want me to remove all your other limbs as well. Can't do that, for I am Metatron, God's most loyal angel and messenger. Thou shalt not take my wings. Bask in their glory, for they are canon. Metatron flaps his wings and hits Omen in the head. Fine, you've made your choice. Where is April gone? I need her purse gun. Omen? That's no way to encourage a budding cosplayer. If you want him to quit flapping, you have to make up an even better headcanon where Megatron has no wings. I shall not. I have enough work resisting the urge to murder this idiot. Not if I do it first. Quick, make up a cool wingless headcanon or Omen and April will fast track him back to heaven. Speed write a fanfic in which the character becomes a commercial flight pilot, so they tear their wings apart because they become sort of redundant. Convince the cosplayer the lack of wings isn't lame, it means the character lost them by committing a cool cardinal sin, like touching a boob. Well, I've already seen one of these because of playing this with save, so I want to see the new one. Inspiration strikes you, and you write the fanfic in a rush. It's amazing how quickly you work when a fellow nerd's life is at stake. Captain Metatron grabbed the stick shift and adjusted the sunglasses in the plane's rearview mirror. As he looked at the flight attendant and the co-pilot before him, he was sure of two things. He was born to fly planes, and he was about to have a threesome. A threesome? Angels don't get to do that. Happy to have made a choice, Captain Metatron finally removed his wings and his regulation pilot pants. The cosplayer is so giddy, he keeps hitting April and Omen with his wings. Stop it! And there's your fanfic. Will you drop your wings now? Nah, I'm not dropping my wings. I'm not going to cosplay anymore. No! But my CV is, I'm gonna lie on my resume to become a pilot. Oh, good. That's still cosplaying in my book. He lives, making sure to hit Omen with the wings when he takes them off. I shall never use your airplane. Weeks later, the newspaper reads, plane crash leaves 19 dead. Black box transcripts reveal pilot engaging in sexy threesome with flight attendant and co-pilot. Oh, I should have known that was creativity. That makes sense. Oopsie. You gain creativity for speed writing the fanfic, but lose charm. It depends on what you're applying for. You sit down at the main stage to learn about your favorite art form, anime. Specifically, a ranking of the best anime butts. Some of the choices are intriguing. I mean, sure, mecha robots technically have big asses. By the end, you've learned more about the panelist fetishes than anime, but the ass-centric knowledge still grants you smarts. Later, April invites you, Nico, and Omen to keep her company during her autograph signing session. Sounds hype. You know, April, I thought that this internet fame of yours would involve you asserting control and exerting power. I am disappointed to learn that it mostly entails you being nauseatingly polite to strangers and repeatedly writing your name on things. Yep. Art autograph session's awesome. Cons really are a world of fun. Nice to meet you, my darling April's fool. What's your name? Why are you making that face, April? Are you having a nervous breakdown? It's about time. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Honk honk. Fuck. Gotta take a wicked dump. Your name's Kate, you say. Do you spell that with a K or a C? Do you need a bathroom break, April? I'm sure your agency would let you off to go do whatever nasty business you need to do. Yeah, no. April's only fulfilled 128 minutes of her mandatory autographing session. She can have a 10-minute bathroom break at the 3-hour mark. 10 minutes is going to be enough to lay this massive log. Hey, I have an idea. Let's not talk about it anymore. Bathroom habits aren't something an idol should discuss in front of her fans. Do not be a prude, April. Shitting is natural. If you cannot hold it, roll down your stockings and do what you must. Yeah, I bet we could rig up some kind of pipe from your chair to the bathroom so you don't stink up the place. Absolutely not! Nice. This dump is a DEFCON 2. I can't hold it back much longer. Hope y'all brought your raincoats. April looks like she's either going to die or kill everyone in the room. Be a good friend and think of a way to let her take a poop without breaking her contract. Just move the autograph signing to the bathroom. It's okay. You've run some brand analysis, and this will make April more personable and relatable. Offer to go to the bathroom in April's behalf. I think it's funnier to move it to the bathroom. There's no way my managers would be cool with that. Actually, the brand analysis is sound. We have no problem with it. I still don't know. On the other hand, if I don't shit soon, I will explode and it will not be pretty. I'm sorry, April. That's so sad, but also very funny. Y'all redirect the autograph queue to the bathroom. Well, April dashes into a stall and lets all hell break loose. Come on, keep the line moving. Tell me your name so April can sign your poster while she defecates. Do you really need to mention that last part? Of course, April. It provides important context. We're making magical memories in the hearts of these fans. Can you make this out to Hummingbird April's #1 fool? This is a tough shit. That double bean burrito came back for revenge. If you're wondering where that voice and smell are coming from, it's none other than April. She's in the stall, pooping as we speak. Oh man! This is the best day of my life. You gain smarts for such a sound-browned analysis, but lose charm. And hey, perfect timing for the ad break to start. So, now is a great time to get up, stretch, use the bathroom, grab any snacks that you need, and so forth. And who cares? Yes, let's say yes. Most likely yes. Anyway, we will return once the ads are over. Well, I'll return a little early, but you know. Ah. That took a little bit because I was fixing something in the bathroom. I had to change one of the light bulbs. It's not fixing something if you're just changing a light bulb, I don't think. Welcome to my humble stand, stranger. Here you can get beautiful figurines with amazing properties. They have all sorts of effects which you will discover as you unbox them. There are different mystery box categories, each one tied to a different type of effect. I'll give you some clues on the effect types once you start looking through the boxes. So, you choose which box category you want, and before you open it, you'll decide if you want to keep it for yourself or give it to a friend. The balance between order and chaos, you can control which type of effect you want, but you won't know exactly which figurine of that category you'll get. Don't fret, if you aren't a fan of surprises at all, there's a category that guarantees no effects at all. So, ready for the unboxing? Welcome to my mystery shop, where fate does the choosing and you do the paying. Okay, I'm not going to read through all of these because I know what they are. And I want my weird little village. Cebolita Cabrona. This item makes you see the romance options in a special outfit. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, time to write the comic. Another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm. What's a red flag you can't let slide on a first date? They lack street smarts. They don't own even a single cow, reducing the chances of having tasty, chalky milk whenever you want. Their appealing cooking skills are a lie, as they've been controlled by a rat under their hat. They happen to live in the sewers, which probably affects their personal hygiene. Why you haven't yet finished that big project you told everyone about. You want to fuck a lot of people first. An ancient curse. Big Oil is pressuring you not to. They probably feel threatened by you, as they should. A creature living under your bed told you that you should wait. You don't want to be rude to that creature. I mean, we want to fuck a lot of people. Find some teenagers selling their own fansly. Aw, so cute. You check them out and they are awful. As far as you remember, you had better taste when you were their age. To show them how it's done, you make your own scene right in front of them. What a mentor. You leave it on their stand so they can sell it. They don't seem to like you, but that awesome scene you made nets your charm. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy, tipsy stage and are deep in sad boy hours. Huh. Is this because of the item? Or is it just the scene? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me. I've never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or why I like things that I... Okay, it's definitely the item. I chose properly. Everybody's in maid outfits for the rest of the game. I chose right. I'm the winner here. I have won. Everybody shut the fuck up right now. I have glorious news. I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. Found time to check my old evil lairs from my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was enraged, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes. Good for you, Omen. What spell are you going to cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die. You're not going to do that one, are you? Well, Now I have to. Trust me, Doug, you'll love it. Corpus inversium mysticum. Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something? You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, you know, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical power thing. Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic. Yeah, it's not like when you're making brownies but forget to buy sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Technically, that would work. There is enough sugar in applesauce, you could use it to replace sugar. I never thought of it for the sugar. I use applesauce to replace eggs. Because a lot of the things that eggs do, you can substitute with applesauce, which gets around the eating raw cookie dough issue because, you know. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought about it and I was like, I guess that makes sense, but no, clearly I was wrong. But right now, you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. This spell is for shooting metal projectiles at a deadly speed. You're pretty sure that's just a gun. You don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body. Just piggyback ride them. I mean, it's a gun. That prevents the same problem, idiot. Guns are fueled by magic, which I cannot cast. I'm like 65% sure guns aren't fueled by magic. Wait, really? So any old fool can use them? Pretty much. What a wonderful world, eh? Then I must obtain one. Are guns difficult to get? I'm no expert, but they're deadly. They're deadly weapons, so I imagine it'll be hard. 30 minutes later, Omen walks out of the gun store with a pistol in her pocket. Well, that was easy. Now to put this deadly baby to use. Should we go to the shooting range or something? Shooting the gun would be more fun if you had a target to aim at. Doug. Anything can be a target if you use your imagination. Omen shoots some poor sap crossing the street. He was jaywalking, so you guess he kinda deserved it? Excuse me, miss. Did you just shoot that innocent bystander? Yes, but you see, I had a very good reason for doing so. I wanted to. Fair enough, but you gotta have a license to carry a firearm. You know what the punishment for not having one is? No, what is it? A warning. Consider yourself warned. Carry your license, young lady. Remember, civilians are only allowed to shoot 4 people per day. Between you and me, if you claim it was self-defense, you can squeeze in a few more for free. Noted. I fucking love that scary face. Screenshot. Screenshot. I love that scary face. I will use that for inspiration for something in the future. Holy shit, you live in hell. But at least Omen's happy with their new gun. You gain boldness and lose fun. I drive everywhere and rarely go outside of my house if I don't have to. So, I guess I haven't jaywalked in a while purely because I just don't walk places. Oh, that was not a pleasant burp. You sit down to play a really complicated European board game. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change, cities crumble and are covered in sand. When you finish the manual, you find yourself alone in an empty post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But what you did get to read of the manual was fun. You know what? That sounds like a European tabletop game. Board game. I should get spiked wrist bands again. I miss having those from my punk era. Maybe I will get a spiked collar as well. That might be a good choice. You then look over and see Liam, Omen, Doug, and Nico chatting in front of a scoreboard. Sports? In your con? You better check this anomaly out. Yes! Liam in the maid outfit. Let's go! I chose so correct with getting that item. Hey, Mana, do you want to play imaginary ball with us? You basically sit together, imagine you're playing a ball game. It's fun, probably. Ready to play? Let's have me against all of you. Ha! You made a crucial strategic error, vampire. 1 versus 4 is a completely unfair distribution. You're right. It is completely unfair for you 4. It is on. You and your friends sit down, close your eyes, and start imagining as hard as you can. You imagine yourself on the beach. On the bench. You don't want to be left out, but you don't want to play sports either, even if they're imaginary. Do any of you see the ball? No, just the insides of my eye sockets. Are we winning? Ha! I just scored a point. What? How? Forfeit your point to me or forfeit your life. Yes, I score again. You think maybe Liam's full of it, but then a referee shows up and awards Liam 2 imaginary points. Oh, nice. I wish I were half the athlete you are, Liam. Liam somehow stomps everyone's ass at an imaginary ball. A crowd is formed to cheer him on. He's up 20-0, which is to say he keeps repeating, "Ha! I score again," with his eyes closed. Oh, sorry, gang. I gotta hit the bench. I think I twisted my imaginary ankle. Fine. Be gone from me. Mana, get in there and win me some points or I will twist both of your imaginary ankles. Shit. You don't have imaginary medical insurance. You better beat Liam at this game. But how? Anime Mastermind plot twist. Reveal that you imagined that 1 week before, your team paid millions of imaginary dollars to hire Liam. So all of his points have been for your team. Throw Liam off by asking him why he isn't wearing imaginary pants in the imaginary match. One's funny, the other's funnier. Liam, put some pants on. There are children in here, and they have very active imaginations. Obviously wearing imaginary pants, you can see them right there in your mind. I beg to differ. In my mind, your imaginary undergarments are on full display, and you have clearly skipped imaginary leg day. For shame. Stop it. Yeah, Omen, stop it. You shouldn't shame Liam just because he doesn't hit the imaginary gym as often as we do. Doesn't make him any less imaginarily valid. Sorry, Liam. As much as I want to, I can't picture you wearing pants anymore. Can you remind us what your pants look like? Liam spends the next 5 minutes describing every detail of his imaginary pants. Now's your chance. Look, everyone. Doug scored a point. I did? The ref says he did, so he did. And just before the match comes to an end, the final score is Team Liam, 20 points. Team Omen and Henchman, 1 point. We may have been defeated, but thanks to you, my gelatinous friend, we escaped total crushing humiliation, which is better than nothing. Go, Doug, you did it! I can't believe it. I'm good at sports? While your friends celebrate, Liam puts his hand on your shoulder. You got me in the end, Mana. I respect that. I rarely see a team score even 1 point against me. Even if I always play without pants on. Liam, are you coming on to me? Did he just wink at you, or did you imagine it? You're now imagining the fun you get, at least. Or the smarts you lose? You're walking around with your favorite magical girl wig on. It's itchy as hell. You scratch your head under your wig. Oh crap, a random streamer just recorded you doing that awkward finger waggle. Weird head scratch goes through the entire internet cycle. You get memes, shit posted, mashed up, and even turned into a viral dance. Alas, flame is feeding, and you stop being cool when a CEO does the Magica head scratch in an ad. At least you got boldness for surviving internet fame unscathed. That's the thing. The moment corporations get involved with a trend, the trend is dead. You're hanging with Doug and Omen while they man the con info booth. The con volunteer middle manager enters the room. Ugh, I bet she has a task for us. Witness my spectacular technique to avoid labor. Howdy, boss. Yeah, howdy, boss. Is there anything I can help you with? Or that Omen can help you with when she gets out from under the table? Snitch! Yes, I need your help. There's a fake pass seller somewhere outside, and we accidentally let in tons of people with fake passes. You gotta go find the fake seller and hit them with a lifetime ban. Do you think you two can throw out the fake pass holders? Easily. I simply don't want to. Well, too bad, because you have to. I'll check back with you in an hour. Don't worry, ma'am. Oh, okay. Your trust in me isn't misplaced. I'll work myself to the bone to find the... Oh, you're leaving. I was still talking, ma'am. I said I'll... So, we have to find the fake pass holders as well. That's idiotic. Thought we only had to throw them out. How are we supposed to tell the difference between a legitimate pass and a fake one? The dame was right. It was a tough nut to crack. But soon, all the papers would be praising the amazing detective who solved the case of the counterfeit con. Hey, Nico. Are you going to help us find the fake pass holders? Yes, I will, even if it's such a complex, tragic case. A crime with no villain, only victim. My heart breaks for these fake pass holders. They walk among legitimate guests, never knowing what crime they committed. Is it even their fault? Maybe not, but we have a responsibility to protect the con. My manager is counting on me. Then let us get it over with, so that I may return to eating popcorn and brooding. The fact that they're eating popcorn and brooding, I like that. How shall we find the criminals? Fool them by making up a promotion. Upgrade your fake passes to cool, exclusive, fake VIP passes. Access the security cameras to investigate this heinous crime. By using a fake security pass, yes. I don't know about fake security passes. That's gotta be against the rules. Oh, Doug, my sweet, pure cinnamon bun. Sometimes you need to do wrong in order to do right. Come on, Doug. Let's do it. All the cool kids use fake passes, apparently. Really? All the cool kids? I mean, it's for a good deed, right? That probably makes it okay. It isn't, though. Our souls will be ever stained by the stench of crime, but someone has to do it. Yeah, whatever. I don't think I have had a soul to begin with. I guess this is the beginning of my bad boy era. Now you're talking. Worst case scenario, we can find forgiveness at the bottom of a bottle. You, Nico, Doug, and Omen forge some security passes and sneak into the camera room. Whoa, that was super easy. They really don't check the passes. One begins to understand why people get fake passes to begin with. What else do you think we could forge in order to get cool things? Whatever imagination allows, Omen. As for me, I've always wanted to pilot a helicopter. Yes, Doug, get ready for our helicopter piloting era. Hey, you know when you do something for so long, you forget what you were looking for in the first place? Well, I keep checking these security cameras, but I can't put my finger on what we were supposed to find. I think we just wanted to test our face security passes. We were talking about helicopter pilot license, so I guess it was something about helicopters? Then our work here seems to be done. To the airship! Strip. And that's how you and your friends got matching fake helicopter pilot license and a lifetime ban from several airports. You gain boldness but lose charm. You grab a seat at the main stage, where a panelist talks about making interesting player characters. Apparently, they should be color coordinated, have a distinct personality, and also a cool name like Kratos, Luigi, or Mana. You learn you'd make an awesome PC, and that self-knowledge equals smarts. You, Omen, and Liam meet Nico at the main stage because they apparently have cookies for you all. Yum. Hey, so how mad would you be if I told you I didn't make cookies and I actually asked you to come here because I signed us to compete in a game show? Quite mad, considering I aborted an excellent nap to make here on short notice. This is hypothetical question, right? Welcome to Suddenly Game Show Tag Team Trivia. I'm your host, and still single for those who are wondering, the Interdimensional Prince. Damn it, Nico. You're lucky I can't stab you on live TV. Nico, for your safety, I think you should be on my team. Yeah, let's do this. Your category is A Future in Jeopardy. What will be the capital of the Republic of Florida 100 years from now? Trick question. Florida isn't a republic. But it might be in 100 years. I think the answer is Constantinople. Correct. Constantinople will be due for a comeback in a century. What? Nailed it. But now our second team has a chance to steal your points. I'd rather steal Nico's liver if it's all the same to you, Prince. I guess that's fine. No, wait. My lawyers are shouting into an earpiece that we can't do that. Bummer. However, since you had to go second, I'll give you an advantage by letting you choose your category. What will it be? Historical quote or very bad sexting line? The big prize bonus question, will you marry me? Let's go with the historical quote. Spicy choice. Here's your quote. I'm going to slam my Trojan horse through the gates of your besieged kingdom and leave your citizens screaming all night long. Wow, those lines sound truly epic. Surely they're spoken by a brave warrior. A brave, strong, sexy warrior. Oh no, those words are turning me on. Maybe it is sexting. There's no mention of genitalia, though I suppose the Trojan could be a double entendre. Curse this modern era and its confusing names for contraptions. There's only 15 seconds left on the clock. Shut up, or there will only be 15 seconds left on your life. Oof. Slamming through the gates certainly makes me horny. But if I am aroused, it cannot possibly be bad sexting line. That's more a matter of opinion than a trivia question. Then it's a trick question. This is, in fact, a good sexting line. You are correct. In fact, that line was my own line. Wink. Oh, good one. Good enough for a date, you tall, terrifying seductress. How do I put this delicately? I would rather kill everyone in this room than myself. Ouch. You won the game and got to see the prince get owned on live TV. It's not even your birthday. You gain smarts but lose charm. Okay. Walking around the community zone, you see several con-goers playing a match. Wait, is that soccer? Why the hell is there soccer at MonsterCon? A con-goer sees you fuming and tells you, oh, it's not soccer. It's actually LARP fussball. What a relief. You have fun watching the game. Safe knowing you don't have to watch a real sport. Oh, excuse me. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing, a spooky con staple as familiar to you as a merch table. One day, Delacourt. One day without this armor, that is all I ask. Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic suppression armament for a reason. Yeah, a stupid reason. You try to take over the world one time. Sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know. And if I've even asked you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable underfed eggplant. Bad day, Omen. Bad century, more like. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my accursed armor. It's unfortunate because there are many activities I would like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grandest of times summoning otherworldly creatures, sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. The halcyon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible. Perhaps, with your innovative ideas, we could change that. Omen's ego is clearly riding on this. And hey, with any luck, this might result in you riding... This might result in her riding on you someday. How can you summon an entity? No magic required. Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. You're always calling them to come to you. Have you ever considered visiting them? Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. If always calling them to come to you, have you ever considered visiting them? Order a pizza. It's like summoning the delivery person, and it includes pizza, which is most traditional summoning spells lack. Let's go visit some demons. Ah, good point. I think I have an address written down somewhere. 45 minutes later, you're standing by as Omen knocks on a suburban neighborhood door. Diabolos, scourge of all that is holy. Long time no see, old friend. Ow. Hi, Omen. Gosh, it's been so long. How is everything? Good, good. Let's get some water in my system. Good, good. Despite being defected by some lame do-gutters and getting imprisoned in an Iron Maiden for a century, you know how these things go. I'm back, baby. So, how about we get into a fight, bash some skulls, and curse some bloodlines? It's just like old times. Well, honey, who's at the door? Ah, Rebecca. I'd like you to meet Omen, my old friend. Really? You're the undefeatable Omen? Diabolos told me all about your little misadventures. You two were a pair of rascals, weren't you? Well, that's a way of putting it. Anyway, Diabolos, how about it? If we hurry, we can still murder 20 or 30 people before sunrise. I mean, that's fun. But Rebecca and I were in the middle of reading our daughters their bedtime stories. If you're willing to wait, I'll heat up a cherry pie. We can watch the latest episode of House MD together. Oh, I think I'll pass tonight, but, thanks. No worries. Still great to see you. You should stop by for dinner sometime. Please, don't be a stranger. Omen makes their goodbyes and walks back to the bus stop. Sorry, Diabolos wasn't all you hoped he would be, Omen. No, it's okay. I suppose that time makes lame asses of us all, but still, it was nice to see him so happy. True that. You gain charm for helping Omen, but you lose fun. That's fine. We had a lot of fun to spare. You find a cool shirt you like at a commercial stand. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a cool zine for $2.99 monster dollars. Then a set of anime badges for $1.99 monster dollars. You then buy a pack of gum for 99-cent monster dollars. Damn it, you have 4 loose coins jiggling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, Give it to me and I'll get your charm. You feel dirty for some reason, but you got stats and your pockets aren't jingling anymore. Cons are a great place to buy all the merch you could ever want, but they're also filled with all the merch you could never want, like crappy van scenes. Oh, this one. Oh my god, he's a Power Ranger! And his chest turned into the fucking... That's so cool. Hi, can I please interest you in buying a fanzine? No, thanks. Let's buy one. She said please. It'd be wrong for a ranger to ignore such a polite damsel in need. Yes, that's it. Need your help. I need to sell 20 of these fancy before the end of the day, or I'll die. What? No way. What a predicament you find yourself in. Are you cursed? No, I've seen this before. The mob must have kidnapped this woman's child, and they're threatening to kill the child if she doesn't sell 20 fanzines. We have to help her. What? No. She's obviously lying. She never even mentioned the mob. Come on, Liam. We have to help her sell these seeds. Think of the children. Liam? You're always telling me to redeem myself and shit. Here we have a chance to fight the mob, and you want to walk away. I must either fight evil or be evil. Your choice. Okay, fine. Guess it'll be easier to sell 20 fanzines than to make you shut up. Yay! 3 hours later. Damn, selling these scenes isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Indeed. I've been reading them, and they are unfathomably bad. Perhaps the seller deserves to die at the hands of a cursed mob. No! A good ranger never gives up. That kidnapped child is counting on us. You're with me, right, Mana? Let's go all in and think of a way to sell these zines. Post a recipe on a popular cooking blog on how to cook a delicious souffle with only eggs, butter, milk, flour, and 20 fancies. Wear a fanzine as a hat and act so incredibly confident that everyone will want to buy one of the fashion statement. Let's post a recipe. That is so incredibly stupid. It might be, but the beauty of it is that the recipe calls for only all 20 zines, so we only need one person to fall for it. And didn't you teach me that the internet is a place where monster kind stupidity reaches new lows that you never thought possible? Then you showed me a video of someone slapping a moose's butt for the meme, only to immediately get kicked in the chest and die. It was hilarious. Oh yeah, isn't that the video that spawned the moose slapping challenge? I guess you have a point. You post your recipe and wait a few minutes. Soon you found your mark. What up, chat? Your boy Riz in here to try the viral zine souffle recipe. Get the ingredients with me. You're seriously falling for this. You think the zine souffle will taste good or be edible? I sure hope not. I plan to eat it later on stream, and if it's edible, it won't make for good content. I hate this guy. I hate this streamer ghost. Later, haters. Wow, Liam. You were right about the denizens of the internet. Unfortunately. Wonder if that guy died doing the moose slapping challenge. Who knows? The important thing is that you sold all 20 zines and maybe saved a kidnapped child. You gain creativity but lose charm. Oh. Okay. We're so close to the end. Walking around the lobby, you see a flood of people coming in from the other areas. Crowd stampede! They're trying not to panic. You remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd, stampede. Remember to go with the flow. You do, and the flow consists of the crowd trampling you. Still, you gain boldness for braving the stampede. You're hanging out with Omen and Doug when their walkie-talkies beep. They're being summoned by the con volunteer middle manager. What's the situation, boss? We came as soon as we could. Actually, I could have come faster, but consider yourself lucky I came at all. We have an emergency. Someone let it... I don't know why that surprised me so much, but it did. It sure did. Just gonna take a moment to let my brain reset. We have an emergency. Someone let a tiger onto the merch floor. Really? This is the most glorious day of my life. Need you two to get it out of here before it hurts somebody. Before it hurts somebody? Ugh, how dull. That's not surprising. Not to argue, ma'am, but don't you think you should call animal control or something? We're not experienced at dealing with wild animals. There's no time to find real professionals. There are lives on the line. Yours, for example. Good luck. Try not to die. Relax, y'all. I heard the situation. I'll capture the tiger. Got a natural way with the wild animals of the Wild West. Nico, I love you, but I have several problems with that idea. 1, you are not actually a cowboy. 2, tigers aren't native to the Wild West. I don't think you could capture a tiger even if you were a cowboy. But I can do it. I really can. I've been practicing with my lasso. How do you think I got the tiger in here? Nico! What? Nico, did you let the tiger into the con just so you could show off your lasso? Heh, this town ain't big enough for the two of us to be asking questions, buckaroo. We've got a tiger to wrangle. Well, however it happened, there's a tiger in the con and you need to deal with it before it kills you or any of your hot friends. Any ideas? Use the intercom to play annoying high-pitched anime girl giggles. They have a sound wave frequency that drives most animals away. Craft and wear a convincing fursuit to seduce the tiger and lure it out of the con. Let's use the intercom. That's moronic. Why would a tiger be driven away by the sounds of vapid anime girl drivel? Maybe the giggles will remind the tiger of a past lover. And it'll leave because it can't face those painful memories. Maybe, or maybe you just made some shit up because you're addicted to proving solutions, even if you're not actually equipped to solve the situation. But that's the alternative. Let Nico lasso a tiger. Your plan can't go much more wrong than that, surely. At least that's what you thought before you got stuck holding a loudspeaker in front of an angry tiger while your friends hide in the intercom room. Okay, which waifu laugh should we play? Does it matter? Matters a lot, Omen. We gotta choose the right frequency to repel the tiger. What would affect a tiger, though? Maybe a cold tsundere chuckle? I think it needs to be a giggle full of joy. Something that reminds the tiger of better times. The innocence of a young love. Memories you want to leave behind. Wherever you play, play it quickly. The tiger is closing in on Mana, and I do not wish to mop her guts off the floor. The tiger is just about to lunge at you when suddenly from the speakers. I'm not doing that. But that picture, that art of the tiger is very fun. The tiger stops. You see a melancholic tear shimmer in his eyes. Then he retreats through the exit. Thank God. You gain smarts for your quick thinking and one-track anime mind, but you lose creativity. Sure, that makes sense, I guess. You tend to panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't. Based. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. Afterwards, you meet up with Liam, Omen, and Nico to attend a marathon viewing of the greatest shonen anime of all time, Garuto Academia's Dragon Balls. Are you all ready for the best day of our lives? We've got 5 hours and 26 seconds of pure shonen bliss ahead of us. This is stupid. Why would I be excited about watching a dumb kid's cartoon? Some badass fight scene later. Kick his ass, Garuto! You cannot lose now. I've developed a deep parasocial attachment to you. Oh no, I'm dead. Don't worry, Garuto will win. I'm sure a cheesy flashback will give him the strength to pull through. Egad, you were right, Liam. How did you do that? I just know how anime goes. Watch. Now Garuto's old sensei will randomly turn up and lead him in a dramatic training montage. Right again! Are you some kind of anime psychic? No. I simply understand the basic concept of tropes. Work your psychic magic on me, Liam. What are the winning lottery numbers? I don't know. No, Omen, Liam's an anime psychic. He can't foresee regular old life events, just anime ones. I see. Okay, Liam. Suppose my life was an anime. Would the protagonist win the lottery? If so, what would the winning numbers be? I'm not a psychic, anime or otherwise. Don't be so modest, buddy. We won't tell anyone you're an anime psychic if you can't handle the fame. Also, this game was made by people primarily over 30. Liam's clearly annoyed and wants the attention removed from him, which is great, because you want the attention on you. Divert attention from Liam by convincing everyone that Garuto only will win the tournament if y'all send their energy by screaming very loud. Wow everyone by making your own prediction. The true threat isn't the big buff enemy, it's the short quiet one with an overcrowded design. What? No way. The big guy's all sweat, muscles, and sweet, sweet violence. I hate the words sweet and sweat because I have dyslexia and I always get them confused and it takes me a second. The other character is a mere toothpick and so quiet. How he could never be the real threat. You eventually watch Garuto defeat the big guy. And then the short guy kills the big guy. What? He killed his own ally? You really thought you won, Garuto? All you've done is prolong your own demise. I'll kill you using the ancient technique of my ancestors. And with this gun I found. Wow. Wow, you totally called it. You an anime psychic too? Neither of us are anime psychics. That isn't a thing! Liam's right. I'm actually an anime detective. Oh, God. I used contact clues to deduce the twist before it happened. Notice the short guy's badass eyebrow scar, hinting at a troubled badass past. Also, during Garuto's training montage, you can see the short guy find a gun in a bush in the background. Incredible. You are a veritable anime Sherlock Holmes. 3 cheers for anime. Yep, those are words. If I say hip hip hooray, will you all quiet down? Finally, some praise for your amazing pattern recognition skills. You gain smarts but lose charm. Okay, it's time to interact. I don't know. Oh, my phone's going off. My alarm for... Estelle. Welcome back to the food court. I wanted to cover the last two important facts about this place: conversations and guests. The first one is fairly simple. If you sit with the same romance option twice in the same run, you'll bond over a conversation. If you sit alone twice, you'll have some new time to sit and reflect on life and stuff. It's like a conversation, but with yourself. Each playable character has one of these. What about the guests? I wanted to tell you there's 3 things you gotta do if you want to get a date with one of them. First, you have to meet their date requirements by the end of the run. You'll have clues for what those requirements are when you first greet the guest, and they tell you what their type is. Second, you gotta have a fun little date with them to get to know each other better. This is done by calling them a second time when you come back to the food court. Third, remember to choose none of them when you're asked which romance option you want to date at the end of the run. And that'd be all. Now, let's go sit somewhere. Alright, Vera. You and Vera mine your nostalgia by watching your favorite childhood movies. You two amuse each other by recounting stories of your shared youth. You know, in hindsight, someone probably should have noticed what little terrors you two were and done something about it. Oh well, you both turned out okay, or at the very least, you both turned out hot. Based! There are bitches out there still using Microsoft default browsers? What the hell, airport? I mean, it's not Google Chrome, so I guess I can't be as annoyed by that, because whenever I find out people use Google Chrome, I'm genuinely appalled, because that is such a shit browser. It's almost time to find a date. But first, it's almost time to publish a comic. Now is your chance for one final brainstorming session to polish it. What's legal but should be illegal? Telling people Santa isn't real. People deserve magic in their lives. Getting a tattoo of someone else's mom. Just get a tattoo of a skull, it's cooler. You can always pretend it's the skull of someone else's mom. Stealing someone's identity. Nothing is as attractive as being yourself, except maybe being someone more attractive. I gotta rethink this one. Misusing internet slang if you're not in on the joke. Yeah, let's go with that one. Underrated activities for a third date. Punching cherry trees until they blossom, just for you and your date. Practice for the test you gotta pass to get your kissing license. It's a thing! Studying contraption. You'll look responsible while also hinting that you want to fuck. Contraception. That makes so much more sense. Reading chapter 53 from Don Quixote's second volume. A truly thrilling page. I mean, we've already said that we want to fuck. There's like a main thing, so let's lean into it. You find a stand at the merch hall that sells hyper-realistic VR headsets. You buy one immediately. VR is the future. You put it on and you see your surroundings. Yep, it's a scam. The headset is basically a football helmet and a pair of glasses. No refunds allowed, but the headset looks good on you. Like, too charm good. So you're in the middle of a plot line, huh? I'm here to explain a small twist. Normally, when choosing an option in an event, you will gain the stat associated with that option and lose the stat associated with the other option, right? Hope you're paying attention to the other tutorials. Well, the last event of each plotline goes back to our classic stat threshold mechanic from previous games. What does that mean? In these events, each option is tied to a stat. You gotta guess which stat is tied to each option and then check your own stats, okay? Then, if you want to succeed, you must choose the option tied to your higher stat of the two. If you choose right, congrats! You will be one step closer to getting a secret ending. But if you choose wrong, then you will fail the event and the plotline will come to an end, preventing you from getting its secret ending. No pressure, right? Nothing else to say? Go for it, player. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to that. Afterwards, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam about it, till you realize that she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true. What about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on! I am doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person? I hear you, but I said no, and even if I changed my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it. Have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies while practically no poison in them. That is what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, it's a start. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later. Wait, you're not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late! Ah, Mana, good news. Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One, I'd definitely like to practice in a necromancy ritual I used to cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So, how about it? Can you work your magical non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? That's a tall order, but Owen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. This is your true calling as a shenanigans doer. Convince Omen she has raised an army of reanimated skeletons by pulling off the biggest weekend at Bernie's ever. Oh, that's kind of fun. Just raise a regular army. Almost everyone is a flesh-covered skeleton anyways. The only thing standing between Omen and a skeleton army will be skinning a lot of people. Oh, it was a fun option. I still wanted to do it. After asking Omen for some time to prepare the spell, you call your favorite shenanigan assistants. Hey Mana, you said something about needing to borrow a skeleton. Kind of attached to this one, but... Nope, not necessary. I've already got 25 skeletons. I just need your help making puppets out of them. Where did you get 25 skeletons? Doug, you're asking the wrong questions. Are we talking marionettes or ventriloquist dummies, Mana? Any and all. You three go necro arts and crafts until Omen returns to the hotel room. Surprise! What is all this? It's a skeleton army. Doesn't it tickle your funny bone? I mean, I suppose. But why are they all tied to a 3V various strings and pulleys? Did you engineer this strange bone puppet contraption, Mana? No, we made it. It's our weekend at Bernie's. Nico, you just sat there making skeleton puns the whole time while Mana and I glued rib cages together. Irrelevant. So what do you say, Omen? Want to take your army to pillage a mall or something? Thanks, but no thanks. In fact, I came to say that after some thought, decided to make peace with the fact that I can't recreate my Grimoire spells perfectly anymore. It's okay. A century has passed. It's only natural that times and I have changed. Okay. Can we still show you the funny skeleton dances we practiced while we waited for you to come home? Maybe you should. Ah, Doug. It would be an honor to witness it. You, Nico, and Doug animate your skeletons into a dazzling dance routine for Omen's enjoyment. We can't afford to animate it, but let's assume you gain fun witnessing it. Oh. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems and magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain smarts from all the knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes. Then you put on your finest clothes and prepare your palate for the driest wines because Vera's taking you out to dinner. You go to her hotel room and knock on her door. So sorry, ma'am. I'm still in my pajama. Oh, it's just you. Never change, Vera. My magic systems are so vague until you ask me a lot of questions, and then it suddenly turns into the Nen system from Hunter x Hunter. Bad news, we're going to be late to our reservation. For the life of me, I can't decide what to wear. No worries. Mind if I hang out in here while you figure it out? Sure, knock yourself out. You can sit on the bed, but don't wrinkle anything. She shuts herself in the bathroom. Her bed is completely covered in designer clothes that probably cost more than your organs, so you play it safe and sit on the floor. Yay or nay on this outfit? Oh, ads are running. That is fair. Well, we will continue this after the ad break, and now's a great time. Get up, stretch, use the bathroom, etc. I've returned. Okay. The ads are almost over, so I'm going to get myself a drink. By that, I just mean take a drink. Yay or nay on this outfit? It's a yay for me. Ugh, are you sure? The longer I look at it, the more hideous it looks. But, nope, too late. I've already hated it. She returns to the bathroom. In 15 fashionably late minutes, she returns in a new outfit. What about this one? Ooh, I think it's Even uglier than the first one? I agree. You don't think it was that serious, but just like that, she's back in the bathroom. Not this one, not that one. Wouldn't even be caught dead in... Oh, that reminds me. Mana, you've proven yourself useful enough in picking out cute outfits. I need to decide between some winter wear. Help me make a decision. She whips out her phone and shows you two truly stunning outfits, but your favorite is undoubtedly... Oh no, this is the one where you have to go with whichever one's your highest stat. I'm vibing with that Witch of the Woods look, the perfect mix of evil step murder and step on me mommy. Go for that hunting season 5. It makes you look dapper, and I'm sure you'll find good use for that shotgun. Okay. My highest stat is smarts. Do I feel... Because I think the hunting season vibe is boldness, which is my second highest stat. So, the real question is, does the first one give off smarts as like the stat? Because it's not fun. I don't think it's charm. It could be creativity though, which is my worst stat. Second one for sure. It's giving posh huntress who could probably kill me. Don't threaten me with a good time. I could definitely kill you. Yeah, exactly. Is that what the shotgun's for? If you're gonna hunt me down, I'd at least appreciate a head start. No, it's just to go with the outfit. Accessories are essential, especially ones that intimidate others. But yeah, no, I'm glad you like it. Had the blazer custom tailored for my vacation. Ooh, a vacation? Do tell. Going on a well-deserved retreat to a ski lodge soon. You know, I don't usually like to take breaks, but God, do I need a fucking break. Running so many businesses these days, I can hardly remember which ones are legal and which ones are money laundering fronts. And God, the goons, the fucking goons. Goons are so hard to manage. Every minute it's, boss, should we put this body in the fridge? Or, boss, where's my lunch break? Boss, one of the body's frozen fingers fell into my lunchbox. Yeesh, sounds stressful. It is, but hey, at least goons are too stupid to unionize. That would be a real headache. Still, I can't wait to be at the lodge. Just me, some mulled wine, and the quiet snowfall. Been at war with the world for too long. It's high time Vera Oberlin found some peace. Anyway, the conversation is going to get us to the restaurant any faster. Guess I'll wear this old thing. It's not that hideous. Let's leave before I change my mind. Dinner is delightful, but sometimes it... Oh, I was right about the option I chose being smart. Or I was wrong about it being boldness, actually. But apparently this was not one of those checks that could fuck you up. So, you know what? I chose right. Dinner is delightful, but sometimes it's little moments like these that really take the spotlight. You gain smarts and lose boldness. Okay, this is the last turn. Oh, we've been in the last turn, that's right. You sit down to play an experimental new TTRPG called Dancing with Dragons. No, if they are not aware of it. If they are not aware of it and they are not explicitly told what they are doing, I don't think they count. They're just employees working a job that they don't realize is a front. It's a typical token-esque fantasy setting, but all the battles are decided in DDR matches against your opponents. Awesome. That sounds awful, actually. You carry your party because you've got moves for days. It's a little unfairly skewed because your game master has a broken foot, but that's not your fault. You gain 2 fun kicking ass with your S-rank DDR skills. While later, Zoe and Nico drag you to a local bar for a fandom meetup for the popular TV show Bronin the Barbarian. Sure. Omen joins you since, miracle of miracles, this is a show she actually watches. Oh my god. They killed Save. They killed Save State. I'm sorry. I have to send this to. I have to send this to Save. I have to. That's too funny. Oh, I have to send this right now. Share. Copy to clipboard. Discord. Okay. Rejoice, my rowdy barbarians. Let us toast to Bronin's feats of strength. And to his feats of love. Ah, but of course, Zoe, someone pour me another beer. Wait, are you the Zoe? I've read your Bronin headcanons. The idea that he gets unmatched stamina from channeling his sex drive. Changed my masturbation sessions forever. I gotta thank you. I truly can change people's lives, huh? What a beautiful truth! Come on, my chalice is empty. I need a drink so we can toast to Bronin's legendary prowess as a lover. Why are you three sprouting such lies about Bronin the Barbarian? Bronin has never been shown to engage in sexual intercourse in any of the films, TV episodes, or cereal boxes where he is featured. Well, sure, but this is a headcanon. It's something that I think is canon in my head. And Omen, my dear friend, if you could see all the things Bronin has done in my head. Except she doesn't have to. You can check Zoe's Bronin headcanon blog. Believe me, it will revolutionize how you jerk off. Stop it. I neither know nor care what a headcanon is. What I know is that these myths have always been passed down through bard songs and TV spectacle, both known for their rigorous accuracy. If you insist on distorting the mighty legend of Bronin the Barbarian, I may have to slice off your head. The only head I care about is the head in the headcanons, so be ready to face the wrath of my plastic axe. Let's be real. Nico doesn't stand a chance. Come up with a way for Omen to understand the appeal of headcanons before Nico doesn't have a head to canon with. Headcanons are sweet escapism. Would you rather spend your hours coping with the horrors of modern life, or imagine how your favorite character is really good at playing the trumpet? Adapt to your audience. Tell Omen you're all actually talking about headcanons. She'll be way more into it that. I mean, that's true. Headcanons with a double N like the weapon? Sure. You can headcanon that the barbarian can secretly turn his head into a cannon. A head cannon. That would be an impressive skill. Hi, save. His head could store a heavy cannonball to shoot at will. I imagine storing a cannonball inside your head. I have often wished heads could store a cannonball instead of whatever they store now. You can imagine it freely with the power of head cannons. Sorry to distract you, I just thought it was funny. That is true. There's at least one more collab of this game with save in the future. You can imagine it freely with the power of head cannons. Is that true? And even if it is, how does one head cannon? Did you try Caffeinette? She's the only one I can really think of. If that doesn't work, I can reach out to one of my buddies and see if they're interested. Oh. Huh. Well, I can talk to Caffeinette if you'd like, save. Okay, yeah. I'll message her after stream and tell her what's going on. See if she's interested. Anyway, back to the game. You can expand on your headcanon. Tell us, why does Ronan possess such an incredible skill? But I don't know. Wait, I think I get it now. Since these headcanons are but a figment of my imagination, I can weave them at will, right? Maybe? Maybe Bronin underwent forbidden surgery, or what if it was a blessing of the god by the god of cannons? Or hear me out. What if Bronin turns his head into a cannon by channeling his sex drive? Meshing my superior headcanon with your inexplicable urge to add sex to any tale you hear? Must admit that would be an amazing twist. If sex drive could turn my head into a cannon, I may be as horny as you usually are, my friend. I think Zoe being inexplicably horny all the time is part of the reason she is the perfect fit for me of the options. Toast for headcanons, and another one for headcanons. Someone fill my chalice. You spend the rest of the day discussing various headcanons, especially the one about Bronin storing a cannon inside his head. By the end of it, Omen seems more open to headcanons, even the ones that do not involve actual headcanons. Baby steps. You got boldness for resorting to the idea of headcanons, but you lose fun. That's fine. I'm bold and smart. You're tired from all the shenanigans at the con, but your severe case of FOMO prevents you from going back to the hotel. If you take a power nap here in the lobby, you'll be well rested and technically not miss out. Ugh. Lots of people trip on you, but they say nothing as they imagine you sleeping as a cosplay performance referencing some movie or anime. You get some rest and boldness from not giving a single fuck. My boldness and smarts are almost neck and... well, they are neck and neck. You're with April while she does a meet and greet in the lobby where Nico and Omen suddenly come running over. April, what are you doing? Spending time with my most favoritist fans who paid $99.95 for the VIP April's Biggest Fool experience. Why do you ask? Because from a distance we thought this was an angry mob. We rushed over here to kill everyone. Well, it's not an angry mob. Thanks for checking, though. Bye now. But what if it was? You should have bodyguards to keep you safe. With my axe and Omen's homicidal tendencies, we'd be perfect for the job. No thanks. I think I can take care of myself. April, you had dinner with the president. Someone as famous as you needs to be kept safe. I've told you already, Nico. I've never had dinner with the president. Now please, let me interact with my fans. Okay, who's next in line for a photo? Nice to meet you, Edie. Say cheese. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, April, what if this fan comes from a murderer? Came here to murder you. I think there's a 20 to 60 chance of that. You're making those numbers up. Oh, sweet April. All numbers are made up. You know what's very real? People who want to murder people who have dinner with the president. Omen, grab your weapon. Nico and Omen won't be easily dissuaded. Show them that this is a fan is harmless before they shatter April's reputation. Or someone's skull. Do your best fly impersonation and buzz in the fan's ears all day. She'll either punch you eventually, or otherwise proves that she wouldn't hurt a fly. Suggest that April fight the fan in one-on-one combat. If April wins, the fan clearly poses no threat to her. Okay, do we think the fan is into getting beat up? Yes, we do. What? 5 minutes, you, Nikan, and Omen have arranged the crowd in a wide circle to watch April and her fan fight. I know you would be. Oh, the boxing outfit's kind of cool. Just want to reassure you that I do not want to beat any of you up. This is just for safety or something. Honk honk. Actually, April fans have been asking us when their turn is... April fans have been asking us when it's their turn to get beaten up. They're willing to pay for the experience. Perhaps should we be taking wagers? Thought this was about proving that fan wasn't posing a danger to me. Life is ever evolving, April. This started as a safety measure, but now it's a PR stunt too. Fine. As long as I get a 75% cut of any and all bets made in my name. So sorry about this. Don't be. Could you call me a... Oh my god. It does feel like a Yakuza encounter. I just got flashbanged by that. I've been so thoroughly flashbanged by this that I am in shock still. I'm genuinely in shock at this. Holy shit, that broke me a little. I was not okay. I also love how April's design has 2 different colored boxing gloves. Don't be. I don't want to read this. Could you call him? This is unhinged behavior. This is... I think this is proving that I'm more dominant than I am submissive. I don't fucking know. Could you call me a naughty little girl while you're beating the crap out of me? Yes! April, thank you. That is the same exact fucking response I had. April throws a wicked punch that knocks the fan to the floor. Ow. Close enough. See? Now we know she doesn't pose a threat to you. We just ensured your safety. By making me fight someone. The ways of bodyguarding are inscrutable, April. Who's next in the pit? I want to see some blood. April puts an end to this PR nightmare, though she does appreciate how much money the betting pool earned her. We gained boldness and lost creativity, you know? I'm fine with that. The last eye of the con is here. You're supposed to choose no one. None of them. Let's check on the comic. It's time to see how the comic has turned out. Okay, what was the goal we agreed on for these days' work? The cover, the overall plot, and one full finished page. Do you remember how we solved each one of the exercises? It's key to know the muse and will... which is Liam's pedantic way of saying that now is when you see how the options you chose will affect the comic you are about to see. Sue me for wanting to imbue poetry to our day-to-day. I may sue you later, Liam. For now, I want to take a peek at this comic. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Fruits. Everyone Wants to Kiss Me on the Mouth is set to be the next harem sensation. Oh my god, it was a harem manga. It was a harem manga. I was so wrong. I thought it was shoujo. Well, I guess that there are harem shoujo, so I guess it could still be shoujo, but still. No. Harem shoujos exist. What was the one with the girl who had to join the, like, rich boy club? Where they're just, like, rich, pretty boys that girls go on dates with. That one's a shoujo. And that one's a harem. Yes. Yes, that one. Jacqueline is a humble country girl who moved to the big city in search of revenge. Little does she know that what she'll find is love. Okay, that's actually a very fun... I would read this manga. Actually. I like the idea of cute country girl comes to the big city for revenge but finds love. That actually sounds fun. Due to fate and the precarious state of the economy, she'll end up sharing an apartment with several smoking hot roommates. Okay, yeah, I would read this. The roommates all have one thing in common. None of them can resist Jacqueline's inexplicable ability to transform into a tiger. See? I would read this, actually. The more I'm reading this, I'm like, you know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I would read this. There's the buff, ever horny Morty, quiet, handsome Mamami, seductive, breathtaking Milo, and many more. If this wasn't enough, Jacqueline will also struggle to get used to the urban life's most puzzling aspect, the existence of an underworld known as the sewers. Ah, poor Jacqueline. So many changes and so many suitors. But she can't decide who to reciprocate for one big reason. She wants to fuck them all. Oh, well, it's a harem, so I mean, good news for you. You can fuck them all. Only one thing is clear. There will be lots of kissing on the mouth. Milo, you're back. I thought you were still mad at me after I misused internet slang. Jack, I can never be mad at you. Actually, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. Milo, you bastard! I heard you from the shower. Oh my god. We soared. We. It broke me. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, I can't breathe. Okay. I can do this. I can do this without breaking. I can do this without breaking. We swore none of us would kiss Jacqueline on the mouth until we made 100% sure she couldn't get pregnant from kissing. Well, I realized maybe Jacqueline should have some say in that. And also, fuck you. Hey guys, what's happening out here? To be continued. The con after party is approaching. You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the party with you, because none of them are as cool as your sister Vera. You're inviting me to the after party. I mean, I'll go, but I'd have thought you'd want to take a date. Dates come and go. But the Oberlins are forever, aren't we? Ha, you know it, bitch. Let's go. The after party rocked. You and Vera pretended that you were con employees collecting ticket money at the door. The party was actually free to enter, but your claws and Vera's snakes can be very persuasive. You later ran the same racket at the bathroom door, and again when people tried to exit the party in the wee hours of the morning. Siblings who scam together stay together. Oh, that doesn't count as a secret ending? Okay. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. That was the weirdest way I've said a word. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. I don't think it was an intentional thing. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, those people would be there, with us. And with that came a truth that, to this day, we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that, even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with. So many companies treat you like you're robbing like a thief. But you don't have to fear, it won't happen with me. We were meant to trust each other.
Oh, I just realized I did this whole stream with the long hair on. Yeah. See? If you pay attention, it's down low, and now it's short. I just don't use it often. Or I don't really use the long hair often because it actually is more accurate to have the short hair, because in my updated character design, it's a bob. Yeah, I still think Zoe's my favorite character. Although, I think I have more fun voicing Omen. But I already romanced her once. So, you know. Didn't want... If I do it, romance her again, it'll be in personal time instead of on stream. I unlocked a new plot line. You can now call Sawyer. You unlocked a new comic genre twice. We have a new Blocks figurine. Then we have the gallery. And you can see the comic without the little things. We got the character art, including all of their outfits. Oh. Oh, and you can show off the mascots. Got it. Oh, we only have one outfit for him. Nico has a lot of outfits. I still love this face. I still absolutely adore this face. I'm screenshotting it again just so I have it. Cops, the mosquito, and the... we barely interacted with you, but, hey, your art's really cool. I like that you've got just the big shirt technique. There's the prince. There's the streamer cunt. Here's Vera. Which we actually have a lot of outfits for. That's why we gotta see everybody in their fucking maid outfits, which I'm down for. So many. I really hated that streamer. I'm glad that we gotta fuck him up, like, on multiple situations. Creepo, yep, that's a good name for him. Oh, that's cute. Oh, the two vendors that we stitched together in a really disgusting chimera. Let's go. Let's move to the shedding. Get that music going. Oh, Jesus, that's fucking banger. Actually a fucking banger. Whoa, let's go. I know, airport. I know. We're gonna raid over to Optimistic Gamer's channel. He's doing charity stuff. He's playing Monster Hunter. The new one, I don't remember what it is other than Monster Hunter. Again, fucking banger though. You know what? I'm just gonna hit raid now, so bye!